What started as one person cleaning beaches has become one of Cyprus's most impactful environmental movements. Today's guest is Niklas Wilhelm, founder of the Island Keepers, whose cleanup initiatives, social media storytelling, and community events have inspired thousands of people and helped remove over 12,000 kilos of waste from the environment. Welcome to episode 12 of the Farah Shammas Podcast.
Niklas, thank you so much for being here. I'm so excited to do this episode because everything you stand for is right up my street. But I want to dive in at the beginning and just let people know a little bit about you with your shirt on.
This time, yes.
This time, yes. So tell us where you're from in Germany, what brought you to Cyprus, and what made you start this mission to help clear up our island?
Yeah, I'm Niklas Wilhelm. I'm from Germany. I'm 31 years old, and I started this cleaning thing out of a simple gesture, more or less, because after like a very short time, it was 3 or 4 weeks after I arrived, I took the decision to clean the places where I often visit. It was mostly the places where I train outside, and that's why it started with the topless thing.
Okay. Always helps on social media. If you've got a good body and you're there having a chat, people are like, who's this guy?
I mean, you exactly.
New in town.
You nowadays on social media, you need attention or you need to create attention, and of course you need to polarize a bit, and
Yeah.
that's why I also, and of course it's very hot here, so therefore
Yes, true. There are practical reasons.
Exactly. And yeah, I started mostly like hidden places and places where I often visit, like for example the Power Beach. I trained there a lot in Gemasoya or the Sudi area. And this is where it all started. And
Wait a minute, let's rewind. What brought you to Cyprus in the first place? Why did you move to Cyprus?
So the first thing was I was totally done with Germany, to be honest.
Okay.
So I mean, emigrating was always a target myself. And when I turned 30, I said, okay, this is now a good point where I don't want to live here anymore, and I really want to move out. I want to have, want to live on a place where it's sunny and where I have a good mood. And the people in Germany, I don't want to say that they are very mean, but they are the mood suits to the weather sometimes, you know.
Yes, okay. Wow. It's understandable, isn't it? Okay.
And I don't know why, but I was always like my whole life. I would say I'm a happy guy, and I enjoy doing something, and I wasn't really enjoying the life in Germany anymore.
Okay.
So I said, okay.
And you said you're from Bavaria, and then you lived 5 years in Berlin.
Exactly, in my early 20s, between 20 to 25, because back in the days, or since then, I had a bigger YouTube channel in the fitness niche.
Okay.
And Berlin was, at this time, it was the YouTube Mecca. And that's why I moved with age of 19 and a half to Berlin and started my YouTube journey there.
Do you still have that channel? Are you still posting on it?
No, I'm not.
No.
I'm not posting on it anymore. I mean, it's 12 years ago.
Yeah.
But back in the time, it was very nice, and it was a very good time. We were both two friends, like best friends, more or less. But that was more or less the clinch, because best friends together in the first apartment. We moved from our home, you know, and we both had relationships in our hometown. And after a short time in Berlin, unfortunately, we broke up together.
At the same time. You had parallel lives.
Yeah, exactly. And I continued alone, but it wasn't the same feeling for the audience also, because the audience knows, okay, there are two guys who are making fitness, and I tried to do it by myself, but it wasn't I didn't feel it anymore very much. And then I said, look, after 5 months or 6 months in Berlin, I said, okay, but I will stay here, because I decided to move, and that's why I try to keep my things running in Berlin also, and that's why I lived there for 5 years. Yes, and I came back in 2020. So since when Corona started, I went back to my hometown.
Okay.
Yes, and this was the best decision, to be honest, because I really missed my hometown, and as I told you, Würzburg is the name. It's surrounded by wine mountains. It has a river there. It has beautiful castles
Really?
there. Yeah, and it's a very beautiful place, actually. Yeah.
Do you miss it now?
Um, I miss the place in general, yes, but it's a small town. It's around 120,000 people, and you know, probably everyone there. So
Okay.
almost. So therefore, I miss the place. Of course, I'm missing my family and my friends, but I'm like here for around 9 months so far, and I would say I'm not in the missing phase.
Okay. So how did you choose Cyprus?
Cyprus, in the first way, I wanted to move to Valencia, for example, because I have some things in Valencia. I bought with a friend of mine properties there, and I had a very good connection to Valencia. The thing is the language, and once the citizens starting speaking Spanish, it's very hard to follow. To be honest, I can speak a bit of Spanish, but not that fluently. And the second thing was, of course, the taxes in Spain are almost the same as in Germany. And when you're self-employed, of course, you're looking for a good tax opportunity or a good optimal place for your taxes. And there was Malta and Cyprus. I have been to Malta for a very long time also, but it's very small. It's actually 12 times smaller than Cyprus.
Yeah.
And
At least, yeah, it's
yeah.
tiny. Beautiful, but tiny.
Yeah, and of course, a place where the people are speaking English. And that's why I decided to move to Cyprus. And of course, it's very beautiful and sunny and nice here. So, and a friend of mine who was already living in Larnaca, and I visited him, and then I decided, yes, this is a good place. I will come also.
And so are you based in Larnaca?
No,
Or
I'm based in
Limassol? Yeah.
Limassol, but he's living in Larnaca.
So how did you decide Limassol?
Yeah, it's a good question because I was in Larnaca in the first place. Then I went to Paphos to take a look there, and at least end up in Limassol. The thing was, in Larnaca it's a bit too quiet for me, and it's a bit too small. It's more like when I have a family, for example. I guess Larnaca is a good place to be. But then I went to Paphos. In Paphos, there are a lot of Germans.
The truth comes out.
And
I love it.
I'm not moving out of Germany to meet the Germans again. I mean, I like my citizens sometimes, but when you're
I want to
sitting,
meet different people.
yeah, and when you're sitting in a cafe, for example, and you're hearing German, you're not feeling like you're outside of the country,
Yeah, true.
And that's why I said, okay, Paphos is very beautiful, and I guess I would say it's the most beautiful spot, like when it comes to the cities. But then I went to Limassol for 2 days, and I mean Limassol there's a big life, So it's a real city, and I said, okay, if I can afford the rent here.
I know that's the other issue with Limassol. But there you go. It is true. Limassol is the best. I
Yeah.
always say that, really. I mean, obviously I'm biased, but Limassol is definitely the best city for me.
Yeah, for me also. It was the right decision, and I found an apartment I can afford. So
Not a closet.
not a closet.
Not a hole in the wall. A real apartment.
A real apartment
with a front door and some space and hopefully a bathroom.
Exactly. Not very big bathroom, but I'm okay
That's
with
okay.
it.
All right, good. We're all good then. So your story is really remarkable because you came only last August. You've been here 9 months. I love a 9 as a woman. That's the time of birth and renewal and bringing things to life. And in that short space of time, you started the Island Keeper, which is an Instagram and TikTok, or just Instagram
Also Facebook.
and Facebook platform, or on these platforms, account on these platforms. And it has grown. I mean, just on Insta, you're over 130,000 people.
50, yes.
What?
150 yesterday.
How much?
150.
150 now. Imagine. I mean, and I only checked it a week ago, I think. I mean, that's how insanely. When I first heard of you or saw you. I think it was just before we actually met. You were like on, I don't know, 4,000 followers.
Yeah.
Then I met you and it had already gone up to like, I don't know what, 50,000. And now it's crazy.
Yeah, it grown.
Tell us about this amazing inspirational story. Not what you're doing, why you're doing it, and tell us a bit about the accounts.
Yeah, sure. It has grown a lot, and it wasn't really planned, to be honest.
Okay.
I mean, I knew what I did because I have a marketing background and
Mhm.
I know how to engage the people, I would say. But my origin goal was I wanted to spread awareness,
Mhm.
and I didn't even have an Instagram account to this time because I started with TikTok because I knew when I make TikToks, you can prepare the algorithm a bit that
Mhm.
it's very local spreading. And I made the videos on TikTok um, to spread awareness, to bring people to do the same more or less. And people reached out to me and wanted to help. And then I was feeling like, okay, it's a very good way, maybe to bring more people together to do the same. And so far, I'm currently hosting a volunteering group with over 150 volunteers, and we are calling ourselves the Island Keepers.
Amazing.
It's very cool, actually, because
Yeah, you're really starting a movement. It's not just a social media
no,
trend.
exactly.
Mm.
And this was, or I created this out of or I'm starting again. In the first cleanup, in the first bigger cleanup, we were 4 people no, 4 people plus me from 5 different countries,
Yeah, amazing.
and this was amazing to see that you're bringing this
Yeah,
different
different
types of cultures
different
together.
people, different backgrounds together.
Exactly. And I was really fulfilling, like, okay, you're doing a good cause.
Mm.
You're bringing people together, they have fun, and after then they are networking also. And since then, for example, 3 weeks ago, we had our biggest cleanup so far. It was with more than 120 people. It was crazy to see. I was almost crying as I saw this. Yeah, it was so amazing because,
So emotional.
yeah, exactly.
There's Nicholas, like this big guy, and I'm so emotional. I'm gonna flick
I,
a tear away.
I was so nervous that everything is going well
Oh,
because
that's so cute.
we
Oh.
had a DJ there, we had a bar there, we had food there, and all this stuff.
And you organized all of that.
Exactly. I was
Mm.
organizing all of this. And now, for example, on Sunday, this upcoming Sunday, I'm hosting a new big cleanup event because I'm currently focused on these big events because my motto was, hey, I want to make picking up litter cool.
Mm.
And because nobody is going to YouTube, for example, or to TikTok and types in how to pick up litter.
No.
But
Surprisingly, what to do on my Sunday picking up trash. Mm.
yeah, and that's why I was thinking like, okay, I try to combine it with something cool.
Yeah.
Um,
Networking, a community spirit, because we're all missing that and everyone's craving that.
exactly, and then it turned to this movement, and in turn to basically 3 pillars. I'm currently doing. I'm supporting NGOs because of my reach or with my reach, and I'm supporting animal shelters mostly. Either if it's through donations or so food donations or with my reach. And to answer your question, I can tell you a bit about the social media in general. I started with the litter picking, then I said, okay, when I put this time and effort into the videos, sure, you want to go across all platforms. So I connected my Instagram with my Facebook. Facebook, the local audience is very, very well. And I tried to focus on 3 different types of content because most people, what they just posting and they are hoping, okay, hopefully I'm going viral. But you have 3 different types of content to go viral, and mostly the viral videos are not the videos you really need. The people are not staying, and the people watching the video, for example, but which benefit you have from it when you have a video. For example, I have a trash video. It has 2.6 million views, and I gained from this video, for example, 2,000 followers. But I have a storytelling video what has 500,000 views. It's it's quite good, yes,
Mm.
but it's not that much. And I gained 16,000. So
Mm.
the difference is insane.
Yeah.
And yeah, so far I'm really happy about the outreach, because the outreach is now my vehicle to bring sponsors into the events.
Mhm.
And for the upcoming cleanup, and this is so nice to say, that every participant who is coming to the upcoming cleanup on Sunday, and we have 110 pre-registrations.
Mhm.
I'm getting goosebumps telling this, and nobody has to pay anything. So the
Yeah.
beverages, food, drinks, coffee, everything is for free. It's
Wow.
very cool.
From the sponsors.
From the sponsors, yes.
So is this your main thing that you're doing? Do you work in something else as well? Do you make money from this? Tell us a bit about that.
Yeah. I have currently a lot of things running, so I need to sort it in my
Yeah.
head with what I'm trying to begin. But I'm offering corporate cleanups for
Mm.
companies or for hotels,
Mhm.
actually.
Okay, watch this space. This was Niklas's clever way of like pitching. I'll come and do a podcast and pitch corporate cleanups.
Uh, yes, this is one pillar. And since I'm obviously I'm offering the
Mm.
cleanup itself, and also to bring my reach into it, and
Mhm.
to highlight the company, if I can stand behind the company in a good way, for
Mhm.
example, because I really acknowledge when companies are trying to give something back to the island, for
Mm.
example, and also to care about the environment. This is one thing. Then of course, I was thinking, what happens with the trash we collect?
Mm.
And I was questioning myself, okay, are there very good solutions here in Cyprus? And the answer was a bit frustrating, because in Germany you have a lot of things, you know it from the UK
Amazing.
also, I guess.
I don't know. No, I think Germany is much. I don't know about the. I know I see what they do in the UK, but I don't know really what happens in the back end. But I know when I took the kids last year to Germany with my husband, they were running around trying to pick up rubbish so that they could take it, and I don't know, what do they get? Some money back for the
Bottles,
for the
yes.
bottles, and it was so exciting for them, and the kids got so into it. Yeah,
If I
we don't
could,
have that in England or here.
yeah, if I could bring this to the island,
Mm,
this
amazing.
would be a change, a life changer, because in Germany, as you said, for the people who don't know, you can go to the supermarket, bring your plastic bottle give it into a machine, and get 25 cents for each bottle.
Mm.
So therefore, the people are very approached to collect
Yeah,
the
they're incentivized
yeah.
because I mean, it's a lot of money. It can be a
Definitely,
lot of money. And also, people like my kids wanted to pick up trash from the streets
yes.
because they were like, wow, we just found 5 bottles.
And now we
Yeah,
have
that's
a
125.
€1.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly, or
yeah.
125. I mean, I have a funny story. A friend of mine, with an age of, we were like 12, he was collecting the bottles to to pay his Xbox.
You
So,
see, there you go. Great.
and exactly, if you're starting with this age, you have a
Yeah.
different approach to it.
Hmm.
And
And as you said, it makes it cool,
e-
makes it trendy.
exactly. And yeah, what I'm trying to build currently is the first real upcycling solution in
Mm.
Cyprus. So what we're basically doing, we are collecting the waste, we are washing the waste, we shred out the waste, and we try to turn it into useful products.
Hmm.
Like, for example, I mean, I'm not at this point, but I'm currently in the process, and we are trying to produce furniture, at least.
Mm.
Or, for example, hotels are using this also.
Wink, wink. Here we go. You heard it here first. All the pictures. I'm going to be like really criticized if I don't buy all this stuff. Tell me, what else?
The mini plates you're using, for example, to scan the menu.
The mini, oh yeah, you mean the small car
Boxes.
on the
Yeah, yeah,
tables with the
exactly.
QR codes.
Yes, this is
Yeah,
probably, or this is,
I love it.
for
I'll buy
example,
them.
no,
I'm in. I'm in.
yes,
You've
first
sold it.
customer.
There you go. Send my files in, everyone. I
And
knew we should have done it on Hotel Talk instead of the Farah Shammas Podcast. Okay.
yeah. Um, and the coolest thing about this is it's out of the trash from Cyprus, you know?
Definitely. I love that.
And
I'm trying to think what else we use in plastic here. Because we try to avoid plastic, at least in St. Raphael, as much as possible. We are
Yeah.
the most sustainable hotel on the island.
Really?
Yes,
Nice.
awarded by the Presidential Palace.
Okay.
And yeah, so
Wow.
it's really important for us.
Nice.
Sustainability, we're like massive on it. And a couple of years ago, actually, we were the only hotel ever to be certified carbon neutral. Of
Okay.
course, I had to buy the offset, but still.
Nice.
But I'm trying to think. So we don't use plastic bottles, but where do we use plastic? So obviously those. Also in the rooms, that might be a good idea.
Drink coasters, for example.
Coasters, we try not to use them,
Okay.
plastic, but we do have in the rooms the little boxes that you keep the Nescafe in and stuff.
Yes.
We actually got rid of a lot of the ones we used to have, and it might be baskets but that could also be an option for many hotels,
Absolutely.
you know, to organize
Also
that.
for tissues, where you put out the
Yeah.
tissues. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's recycled. Yeah.
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 Um,
And with a nice design. Yeah.
exactly. I have a lot of things in my mind.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay, we'll discuss that afterwards. I love this.
Yeah, this is my second thing. This is my baby,
Mm.
and I used my social media outreach for the GoFundMe for this because
Yeah.
you need money to buy all the machines, and they are
Yeah.
not really cheap. But
Yeah. They're very expensive.
yeah,
It's the
actually,
opposite. Yeah.
it really depends on
Yeah.
how big, because
Mm.
there's unlimited, of course. But in a small scale, and we raised over 14,000 euro, and I said, okay, when we reach this
Mm.
goal, I'm willing to put my to sell my motorbike, for example, and to put this money also into it. It's still on sale if someone wants to have it,
There you
because we
go.
need the money for the recycling workshop. But through a lot of help, through friends, for example, from Polina, she's owning a dancing school, and she said,
Mhm.
okay, if you need place, because it's really hard the rent here in general, plus for an office.
Mhm.
And she offered me their basement, and now in the
Mhm.
basement is my recycling workshop currently. And yeah,
Amazing. You see, this is how the communities come together.
yeah, it's really cool. Honestly, I'm very
Mm.
grateful for that, because otherwise there wouldn't be a possibility to get this done,
Mhm.
you know?
Mm.
And yeah, for example, this is the second business. I mean, I'm not getting any money from it so far, but slowly, maybe. And I have my still some clients from my marketing thing, and this is
Mm.
currently how I keep
Yeah.
how I can sustain my life. And of course, the social media brings a lot of, or a bit of money also with it, through collaborations and
Mhm.
all this stuff.
Yeah.
Affiliate marketing is also a pillar, but I'm really not focusing to advertisement a lot, because my mission is the goal for me, and I want to transport my mission. And building more or less my personal brand and my own products. I want to sell my own products instead of doing any advertisements for any companies,
Mm.
where I have like, okay, I getting a bit of money for a reel, for example, but this is not my focus, to be honest.
Mhm.
And I'm currently gladly in the position that I'm not need to do this kind of advertisements. But yes, this is how I keep my things running.
Amazing. Oh my goodness, this is unbelievable. So, what's the craziest thing you've ever found on a beach in a
Mm,
beach cleanup?
I can tell you.
Oh, yeah, you
Yeah.
already know. Okay.
Uh, a live and a living chicken.
Oh, just on the beach. Did it belong to
It's
someone?
it's really sad, but we picked up a bag,
Oh
and
no.
sometimes you're not open the bag, because it can be that it's there. It's a bit
Yeah.
disgusting or something like this. So we picked up the bag, put it in our bag, and then we see it moving. And then we opened the bag, and there was a long living
Oh.
chicken in it. This was the craziest found, to be honest.
Oh, poor chicken. Someone just didn't want it and went to
Yeah, I
kill it.
guess because of no eggs anymore, laying no eggs
Mm.
anymore, or something like this. But we rescued it,
Oh.
and we brought it to the vet, and it was living on a farm. But unfortunately, it died like after three months. It has some diseases, I don't know.
Oh.
We put it on antibioticum, but yeah, this was really the craziest found.
It
Or
might have. Do you know what type of chicken it was? Maybe because a lot of chickens in farms, they don't live very long anyway, because they're bred just for the eggs, and then
exactly,
they die very quickly
yeah,
anyway. Yeah.
yeah.
So
But better
sad.
to die on a farm as on a in a
Yes,
bag.
definitely. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it was very sad to see, but I mean, it was a rescue, and it was also nice
Mm.
that, or you know what you have done after like a cleanup, because sometimes you're getting in reward the clean place, for example, and it's feeling very fulfilled. And then on this cleanup, we saved a chicken life, so therefore was was a was
Well, let's talk about animals because, yeah, I mean, it's amazing that you found that chicken and saved it, and yeah, it died in a happier way than
yeah.
than the other. You're an animal lover,
hmm
as it says on your account, and you support with some of the money you get. Obviously, you said now animal shelters. So tell us a bit about your love for animals. Where does that come from?
Um, my whole life I wanted to have a pet, to be honest, but there was no possibility. Either my mom or my dad was totally against it, and I actually raised a wild rabbit when I was 9 years old or something like this. Yeah, we was living in a house, and above us there was a Russian guy,
Yeah.
and he found a little rabbit, and he said, "Ah, look, fed the rabbit, and then you can eat it." And my mom said, "No, of course not. You can't eat the rabbit, or we are not eating rabbits in general." And I was standing beside, and I was looking to my mom. And she
Ah,
said, "No, shit, no,
ah,
no."
here we go.
Here we go.
Here's a new pet.
Exactly. I raised the pet, but it was a wild rabbit,
Yeah.
so it was very hard to have it in a
Yeah.
cage. So we released it after, like, I don't know, 1 or 2 years, something like this.
Oh,
But this was my first pet, and since then, I don't know, I'm caring about animals, you know? So if I can manage a pet in general, I would love to care.
yeah.
And then it comes to the rescued cat, because I rescued a cat here, and this is a really love story for me, because this is also the story how my social media blew up so
Yeah.
immensely. I really have to admit this, because I mean I've went a lot of times viral, not only because of the cat, also with trash, and
Mm.
actually also with some other content. But my first viral video was where I rescued a stray cat here in
Mm.
Cyprus. And I guess it was a combination out of all, because I was training there. So you see a guy training and all this stuff.
Mm.
But this cat approached me 3 times in a row, you know? And first time I was training there, and second time I was cleaning there, because the place unfortunately was very trashed. And I decided, okay, there are so many stray cats here. I want to clean the place. So I went out also with a camera for sure. You see on the camera that she's following me the whole time where I was cleaning and supervising the cleanup, more or less.
Ah, she knew.
She knew, yes. And this is where our love story truly begins, I say every time. And I rescued this cat, and
You finally got your forever pet.
yeah,
I love
I
you.
found my forever pet, exactly. And also, I mean, it's very sad to see sometimes that the shelters here are struggling immensely with donations, you know, and also
Mm.
with support in general, and with government support. And I said, okay, look, when I get sponsors for my video, they should donate for the shelters. And
Mm.
that's why I'm getting a food donation from a sponsor, and then I'm making a video where I say, okay, the sponsor sponsored it, and I went to the shelters and giving them to this.
Mm.
And it's also very nice. I mean, I'm currently in an environment where I'm doing cool things, and I can do these things, you
Yeah.
know, and this is what's really fulfilling, to
Yeah,
be
you're in
honest.
that position
Yeah,
to do it. That's so good. I have to ask then, are you vegan?
I was actually.
Because it's like always my thing when I hear animal lovers, I'm like, so?
Are you?
Yes,
Oh,
I
really?
am. Yes.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Okay.
haven't eaten meat for 20 years.
Oh,
Yeah,
great.
but I've been vegan for 10. Yeah, so
Okay.
I used to eat fish.
Okay.
So I was a pescatarian, but I've never eaten dairy my whole life.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, I mean, I was vegan for 3
Mm.
years, with an age of 18 to 21. It was a challenging time, to be
Yeah.
honest, because I was making like bodybuilding on
Mm-hmm.
vegan diet,
Mm-hmm.
and like 13 years ago, you
It
didn't
was
have.
tough. Yeah, there
Yeah,
weren't the options. Yeah.
exactly. Exactly.
Maybe you need to revisit it. It's easier now.
Yeah, that's
It
right.
is, I promise.
We will see. We will
Yeah,
see.
yeah, yeah. Okay. So, what's your favorite thing about Cyprus? I mean, having been here now for 9 months, what's the thing that you're like, oh, like I couldn't live without this now?
To be honest, for me, the most biggest thing, what's life changing, is the mood from the people. To be honest,
Mm.
there
Or we're
in
in the
every
sun. We're happier.
yeah, 100%, 100%. Maybe this is the reason, but in everything I'm doing, the people want to help, you know.
Mm.
And I don't experience this kind of kindness of people in Germany. And I have said this also to a friend. I mean, I've visited almost 30 countries in my life, and Cyprus is one of the countries with the most kind
Mm.
people, to be honest. And this is what I really don't want to miss. I mean, unfortunately, I need to visit Germany in 2 weeks, you know.
Unfortunately, oh my goodness, all your German family and friends now are like, we're watching you. You're going to be denied entry when you get there.
Yeah.
We'll show you unfortunate.
I'm pretty sure that I can't wait to leave. No, but yes, the kindness of the people definitely. Of course, the weather is also very nice, but the weather isn't. Of course, it's nice to have a good
Mm.
weather,
Mm.
but I mean, I can have a nice day when it's raining outside also, you know. So my
Mm.
mood doesn't really depends on the weather, but I'm feeling here more that I have a bit more freedom to do
Yeah.
what I'm doing, and I also, and this is a pretty honest answer, I guess I wouldn't be that much encouraged or engaged to make like social things in Germany as I do in here, because I'm seeing sometimes the need here. And for example, when I compare it to Germany, there's also a possibility to make social things in Germany, but I wouldn't have the motivation or
Mm.
the ambition there to do it, to be honest.
Why not?
The government is
Oh.
working very much against you, to be honest.
Mm.
And I mean, I've never, I didn't experience here any government support, but I'm experiencing the support from the people here.
People, yeah. And the
And
appreciation.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because people often say that here, that so many people come to Cyprus, fall in love with the island,
Yeah.
and then do so much to help preserve its nature and clean up and yeah,
Yeah. I mean, nobody wants to live on a polluted island.
no,
And the island is so beautiful, and it's so sad that it's trashed. So
yeah,
hopefully we can spread a bit of awareness and
definitely,
yeah.
and ingrain it into the culture. So,
Yeah.
what's your ultimate goal for the Island Keeper and for Cyprus? What would you love to see? Like, say, I helped, I helped bring this to fruition in, let's say, 2 or 3 or 5 years' time.
Um, I really would love to see that the recycling company is doing well and
Hmm.
that we can provide some, for example, also schools with chairs or desks out of the trash from
Wow, that would be
Cyprus.
amazing.
Yeah, and I'm also what I want to. This is what I have in mind is maybe there is a possibility because of my outreach to bring people on other places also to do the same, because
Mm.
now I know what it needs to set up the recycling business in small scale. And I just need to make an info product, for example, to say, okay, look, you are in Greece, you
Mm.
are in Bali, you want to start with a recycling company or upcycling company, you can sustain your life, hopefully, through this. And here's the introduction how you could manage that. And this would be very nice, because then you have like not not island keepers and not items of Cyprus, because my recycling company's name is Items of Cyprus, but you have items of Greece, items of Bali, and you have 10 different small recycling setups all over the
Mm.
world. This would be insanely cool.
That would be amazing. It really would. Right, on that note, I'm turning to social media to see. We didn't give everyone a lot of time, but let's see if anyone has asked us anything. 1 minute. Where do we go? Okay, so we have one from Athena.
Hmm.
Nutrition's obviously very important to you. How do you keep up your lifestyle?
Currently, I'm in a weight cut.
You're in a what?
In a weight cut. It's currently very hard. So, you mean like with cooking or?
I don't know. I guess she means like working out and staying fit, and yeah, maybe what food you eat. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can give an example through my normal day. I'm waking up
Hmm.
very early, between
Hmm.
5:30 to 6, because I'm going to bed very early, around 9:30 and 10.
Hmm.
And I have my first breakfast at about 9, 2 hours after I went up. Then I'm going at 11 mostly to kickboxing or Muay
Mhm.
Thai. Then I have after the Muay Thai, I went to the beach for spring into the sea, or jump into the sea for 10, 15 minutes, calling my me time. Then I have a big meal, and mostly at around 6, I have a small meal. So that's all
Mm.
currently. So I have one really big meal, a breakfast, it's small, and in the evening, it's small. And I'm currently training like six times a week, yes.
Mhm.
So this is how I
There
try to
you
sustain
go.
the body.
I like it. I like it. Okay, we have someone here, Dasos. What's the hardest part of running a big social media account?
Creativity, to be honest, because you are under pressure to post like minimum every 3 to 4 days,
Mhm.
and you don't want to post the same. And of course, I can post cleanups, but after the 18th cleanup, you are like,
Yeah, okay,
okay,
enough. We've seen it.
you
Yeah.
will the storytelling is nice, and I follow his journey, but whereas there's
Yeah.
nothing new. So you need to try to engage the people with new stuff,
Mhm.
and you need to have the creativity to to showcase your story, but in a different way
Mhm.
sometimes. And this is the hardest part, to be honest. And also cutting the videos is sometimes very exhausting.
Yeah, how the actual editing. It must take a long time.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we have here Lenny. What advice would you give me in trying to grow on my online community? So I
Um,
guess general, like.
yes. What advice? Define your niche.
Mhm.
So this is the biggest thing, because otherwise you will be a creator like everyone else.
Mhm.
So you need to have a good niche, as more specific as better,
Mhm.
and don't get distracted from the numbers, because once you have a niche, for example, the niche is like I'm collecting magic cards, for
Mhm.
example. Okay, uh, you have a small audience for this kind of niche, but the views you have and the engagement you have from the people, these are really fans. And there is a good book, I guess, the book called You Only Need 1,000 Fans. It's readable, very readable. And
Oh,
in
I
this,
don't know that one.
yes,
You only need 1,000. I'll look
yes,
it up.
to gain, I guess, six
Mhm.
figures a year, something like this. And the thing is, once you collected your niche, you should focus on 3 pillars: attention, value, and storytelling. And for example, because I said don't get distracted from the views, when you have like a video, for example, in your niche,
Mhm.
and you get um, 20K views in this specific niche,
Mhm.
and you have another video where you get a bit of viral, you get 500,000.
Mm.
The video in your niche went also viral. But because, for example, when I'm going viral in fitness, I need 2 million to have a viral video.
Mhm.
When I'm going in the collecting magic cards niche, I'm viral with 20K.
Mm.
So don't compare yourself and the
Mm.
views with other niches, because they are not comparable.
Ah, that's really good advice. Yeah,
Yeah,
because I think we all do it. We're like, oh, that one did really well and that didn't.
exactly.
But actually, and then also sometimes you'll see like people will, I don't know, really like one video. You'll get loads of like interaction or comments, but then you'll get no shares. And then others you get so many shares for, and yeah.
This is, I mean, at the end of the day, this is
Mm.
relatable. If the video is relatable, the people will share.
Mhm.
And you can focus on videos who are very relatable. For
Mhm.
example, comedians or something like this. This is like, this gag is so funny, I need to share this with a friend.
Mm.
But this is only attention content, you know?
Mhm.
And maybe this is also a very good advice. Um, Now I lost track.
Yeah, yeah, about the shares and the
Yeah,
sharing and yeah.
exactly. The most important thing on the video is the watch time.
Mm.
So if you hook the people and you have like, for example, the hook is a problem, you amplify the problem, and then you have a solution. You get the like for the video for the solution. You
Mm.
get hooked the people through the hook and through the amplifying to the engagement. And your biggest goal should be to have the longest watch time ever,
Mm.
because if you have watch time, the video will go viral, even though you don't have likes. Because watch time, then comes shares, then comes shares, comments, likes.
Mm-hmm.
So likes are the last
The
part of
last
it.
part, yeah.
Yes, and for example, when we come back to your niche, and when you're telling the people, when you're making like a storytelling video won't have the same outreach or won't have the same views as you make an attention video. And people should be very clear about these three topics, because when you're focusing on these three topics, you covered everything. You covered your own personal brand, you covered your mission, and you covered your what you're transporting. And what also is very important, to hook the video, to hook the audience with your profile. Uh, when you have, like, for example, a profile, or you need to have a profile where the followers see within 2 seconds, what is he doing? What is she doing? What is she delivering? What is her purpose? What is her mission? And all this stuff. And then pin one of this video, what you're actually doing, on your profile. And this is, I guess, this is the best advice you can get, because the most people coming through a good video across the profile, seeing the profile, don't know what they are doing, and going away,
Yeah, interesting. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's
Thanks.
always so interesting, and
Yeah.
I really appreciate
We need a
you
paddle
being
match,
here.
by the way.
Huh?
We need again
And
a paddle match.
we've done a paddle match together, and we're going to do another one.
Yeah.
Now we've got our paddle court here.
Nice.
Yes, it's really fun. Have you played paddle again?
One time, yes.
No, it's good. It's good. So everyone, Cyprus is going crazy with paddle. So
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, let's
with
arrange a date.
Mika
It was very fun, to be
it was
honest.
definitely fun. Thank you so much for everything you're doing, for cleaning up Cyprus, for being so engaging, and for bringing the attention on Cyprus in good ways as well, that people are helping and so many cultures together. I think it's so important, and I'm really a big fan, admiring what you're doing, and here to support in any way we can.
Thank you so much for having me here, honestly.